Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin in Tucson, Arizona. Thanks for joining me today, where we've got something that's a little bit different. Most of you probably have not seen one of these before, but maybe you have. As always, like, share, subscribe. This Kim Tan piece is really fascinating. This is just about a half ounce of gold from the 1970s. They were made into these really thin sheets and cut out, and they were actually packaged originally. Sometimes it's been a long time since I've seen one, but you can sometimes find them with the original packaging. And the original packaging actually would have had two of these in it. Here we go, Saigon and Hong Kong, Hanoi, Phnom, or Pure, and there's a whole lot of, not going to try to translate that one for you. These are super cool pieces of history from the 1970s. Just to give you a kind of a reference on these things, 15.4 grams, so like half an ounce, paper thin. But to give you an example, here is this versus a gold back. It's like the original gold back here, where these gold backs only weigh about 1.4 grams. Gold, actual gold, is very different relative to a banknote. Here we go. We'll do that. It'll be a little bit easier. Super cool things. What's fun is these were actually sold in a Tael, that is Tael, and that's actually 37.5 grams, which you may be familiar with if you collect Mexican coins, because that's actually the exact same weight as the Centenario, the 50 peso gold piece, 1.2057 ounces of gold. So fun fact, the Mexican 50 peso is measured that way. And what's wild here is I also have these two little gold bars, which I'm not really certain their origin. I mean, they're kind of wild. They look like they were processed for something in specific. And the two of these weigh exactly the same amount as this. However, these actually weigh different amounts. One of these is 8.8 grams and one of them is 6.6, which is really wild because visually they look like they are the same size when I lay them on top of each other real tight. One of them is actually just a little bit thicker, I think, than the other one. And there's not really any markings on these per se. You can see that they have this interesting circular stamp in the middle. One of them is, here we go, we've got the 24 carved in the corner here. That would be the carat, which is simply the purity. All right, so 24 karat pure gold. So all in all here it's marked up here again. You've got close to an ounce of gold here. Actually, just over an ounce of gold here. And depending on when you watch this video, who knows what that'll be worth. But just go and look at what gold is currently. It's over $3,000 an ounce, which is pretty wild because this is just really thin stuff, and it's amazing how much it weighs relative to its size, and that just goes back to the overall density of gold. So let me know if you've seen these before. Maybe you were over in Vietnam and picked one of these up. This is the type of thing that I think we had a lot of servicemen out of the 70s bring back with them. But neat little pieces of history. And as always, leave your comments down below. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.